Hi, and welcome to episode 10 of Cardio Confessions. I am Dekel Quant, IFBB Figure Pro, also known as Bowflex Barbie, and we are officially 2 weeks out, actually a little less than 2 weeks out from my upcoming show. It is Sunday, November 3rd, and my show is on November 15th, so time is ticking. This is actually my last full week of workouts. If you remember last episode, I told you that I've started training. My first day of training is actually on Sunday. So that Saturday typically ends up being like an active rest day for me. So yeah, we are almost there. If you've been following the journey along, you've probably been able to see the progress and the transformation from me on the walking pad, on the treadmill, where I actually started the series at the gym. And then transitioned into filming here in my home office. But it's been a wild ride. The time went by so fast. I have been keeping very busy. Have had a lot of social events, business events, and projects over the last couple weeks that have kept me very busy, but I've still been able to keep up with all my workouts, practicing my posing, and just getting everything done that I need to get done. With this being my last full week of workouts, I am really gonna try to push through and just finish it off strong. I travel next week, so I like to get in a few days before the show to get settled and just get comfortable before, so I'm not like high stress and like running around too much right before the show. So I will get in 2 days before the show. Traveling with my husband, and my assistant is also traveling with me to make sure everything goes smoothly. My coach is also going to be at the show, so that is awesome this year. He does typically attend the shows once he has a couple athletes competing, so I'm excited about that. Energy is pretty good this week. I'm in a pretty good mental space as well. Just feeling honestly grateful that my body has allowed me to go through yet another prep with no complications, no health issues. My cycle is supposed to start this week, which is good. It's supposed to start on Wednesday. Today's Sunday, so in a couple days I'm expecting to see it, which means I'll be in the clear for my show weekend. As a woman, that's always it's something that I look at. I look at my calendar months out just to see like, where is it likely gonna fall? And then of course you're crossing your fingers that it doesn't get thrown off in the process of prep and come earlier or come on the weekend of the show, because obviously, in addition to what your cycle does to your body, like it's not the best feeling when you're already, low on food, low on energy, like having that on top of all of that is just not fun. So I should be in the clear. Weight is still steadily dropping. I have lost about exactly 20 pounds in prep so far. And so for my cycle to be so close and my body still dropping is a really good sign. Feeling really good. Food has been the same, macros the same, training and cardio has been the same, steps are the same. Honestly, just fine-tuning now, practicing my posing, still practicing with Julia every week. I have a session with her tomorrow, and then I'll have one more the Monday before I travel, so I have 2 more sessions with her. I'll share some footage from my last check-in again over the screen, but there's really not a whole lot to update you on. I went to a really cool Fancy event on the weekend. I shared a video here on YouTube with a little recap of that. But yeah, that's kind of what's been happening. Got a little guest today. Can you sit? Can you sit? Yeah. But yeah, 2 weeks out, less than 2 weeks out at this point. I also did start my dandelion root capsules and vitamin C. I started that on Friday. My coach had me start that at exactly 2 weeks out. 1 serving of that in the morning. And then this coming Friday, I'll have 2 servings of that a day. So 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. But pretty much everything else is the same. He's most likely going to send me my peak week. Peak week is the week of show, the week that you peak. He's gonna send me that most likely midweek, so I can make sure I get everything I need to get for that. That's usually like a whole plan and list of things I need to buy from the grocery store once I get in, or some things, if I can travel with it from here, I will too. But because I'm going to the US, I live in the Bahamas, I'm going to the US, some things it's just always easier to just get once I'm there. We are staying in an Airbnb, so I'll be able to cook and make sure I can store all my meals and my food properly. But yeah, everything's pretty much scheduled. Tanning is sorted out, makeup is sorted out. I'm actually guest posing at a show this weekend. The show that I went pro at last year, I was invited to guest pose at. I was invited a couple months ago, and I was kind of hoping that they would forget, and they didn't forget, so I have to honor my commitment, of course. But it's gonna be exciting, going back to the show where I earned my pro status, and just seeing the new pros get crowned is exciting. After that, this weekend coming, I'm really gonna try to just lock in and focus on getting through the rest of my days before I travel. Of course, gonna be appointment Olympics, getting hair and nails and waxing and stuff done. I did try to space it out a bit so I'm not too overwhelmed by too many things to do in one day. But that's pretty much it. Prepping to travel, getting ready for peak week, and just sticking to the plan. That's really all that it is now. Allowing my body to, and trusting my body to do what it's supposed to do, and just working, finishing off Prep Strong, literally less than 2 weeks is what I keep telling myself every time I sit down to eat my meals. And so that's really it. Water is still very high, between a gallon and a half a day is what I'm drinking. I'm also adding electrolytes into my water with no artificial sweeteners, no artificial flavors, no sugar. Vegan electrolytes is what I've been using. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to update y'all. I think that's really it. Oh, I've still been doing my cupping. I shared a bit of that the last episode, I think. I've still been doing my cupping and my recovery. I actually had a session yesterday, and she said that the tension was so low that the cups almost didn't want to stay on. So that was good. I have 2 more sessions before I travel. I think one on Wednesday and one on the Monday before I travel. And those may or may not be cupping. They may just be stretching, mobility. She said if I keep on the track that I'm on, where the inflammation and the tension stays low, then I will likely just have to do some stretching and maybe a little massage. But that is it. I don't want to make this too long because there's really not a whole lot that's changed since last week as far as updates for you. But yeah, 2 weeks out. Stay tuned. The last episode will likely be maybe the Thursday before the show. Once I get in and settled, I will try to shoot like a 1 day out or show day maybe, and then post the day after the show or the weekend after the show. The show's on a Friday, so honestly by about Sunday I should be able to have that video up. But yeah, if you've been following along this far, as always, thank you so much for your support. And I will see you on the next episode of Cardio Confessions, 2 weeks out.